Okay, let's see if this works. I'm not sure how good this is going to look stretched out like that. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and start then.
The first tale of Shadowgate concluded with the evil warlock lord battling the young hero atop the Well of Souls, far beneath Castle Shadowgate. The warlock lord had summoned a being, the behemoth from the netherworlds, and with this creature under his power, he planned to conquer the world. But with a blast from the fabled Staff of Ages, the young hero broke the warlock lord's control over the beast. the behemoth turned on its former master, and the Warlock Lord was dragged down into the Netherworld by the very creature he sought to control. The young hero, now king of the land, realized that the power within Shadowgate would always tempt those who would use its magic for evil. So he became the first of a dynasty, the line of kings, who took it as their mandate to keep safe the power of Shadowgate. The second tale of Castle Shadowgate is that of Prince Eric, distant descendant of the young hero, whose father now protects Shadowgate. Prince Eric has for many years traveled abroad, gaining wisdom and preparation for the day when he assumes his father's role. But now, in his 18th year, a message from his distant homeland reaches Eric. It is from his father's new advisor, Balazar, and it bears grim news. My liege, it is with great sadness that I inform you that your father, King Erend, has been murdered. While your troops search the land for his assassin, you must return home and assume your rightful place on the throne. As his ship steers a course towards Kaltorden's shores, Eric's thoughts are of the family he left behind when his journeys began. He remembers his country, Kaltorden, a land of great beauty, as well as potential danger. He remembers fondly his father, King Erend, whose wisdom and kindness has guided Kaltorden for 30 years. And perhaps, most fondly of all, he remembers his younger sister, Elizabeth. At last, Eric reaches Kaltorden, his birthplace, and now, his kingdom. His grief over his father's death is all but forgotten when he sees how his beloved sister has grown in his absence. Eric is introduced to Balazar, his father's advisor. While Balazar seems charming and intelligent, Eric still feels a strange unease about him. With a shrug, Eric dismisses his odd apprehension, and they begin to discuss Eric's coronation. But suddenly, two soldiers seize Prince Eric.
The assassin has been captured,
They claim.
and the villain says he was hired by Prince Eric himself.
Couldn't wait to seize the throne, eh, Prince?
Shouts Balazar as they drag the bewildered prince to the dungeons.
You'll wear no crown without a head.
And this is how Eric's greatest adventure and the second tale of Shadowgate begins.
Okay.
Get in there, you scum!
Oh, Eric!
Elizabeth!
I know you are innocent, my brother. Something evil has befallen the kingdom, and I don't trust Balazar. I keep thinking of poor father.
I'll have to find a way out of here. As the last of the line of kings, I'll avenge father's death, I swear.
Okie doke. Let's start by saving, because you can die here right away. Might as well just... Actually, I'll just go ahead and show you the first possible death here. So there's one. We don't even get a Grim Reaper for that one. So we just knock his ass out there, and get the keys, make sure we pick up the bucket, that's important. Yep, classic point clicks. I think this game is suffering from a case of King's Quest VI envy.
My son, there is more to the events of the last few weeks than the murder of a king and false arrest of his heir. There looms a far greater threat, which you must ultimately face within the walls of Shadowgate. I will be with you when I can.
Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna get started by going over this way first. Alright, we want to knock those guys out. Ah, you don't have a YouTube. That makes sense. Okay, so that's why you're on Twitch. So here's an early way to get yourself killed. This is kind of funny. Look in here. Your attention is drawn to this hole in your cell wall. You wonder if something could be hidden within. Hey, Adam. Good to see you. Going well, going well. So there's our first ridiculous death. A familiar face from the original Shadowgate, huh? I like that music. Alright. Oh, that's right. There's nothing in this room. Okay, can't do anything in there. Let's see here. That's my cell there. Alright. So we want to go in here. Make sure we kill the torturer. Alright, so there's no way to save this guy, but as long as you manage to stop the torture, he'll at least talk to you here. So, now that we know the password is Rosebud, we can get in somewhere later. Not required, just useful. Alright, we want that pepper. This is beyond Shadowgate, Adam. It's, the sequel to the original Shadowgate. Shadowgate 64 kind of ignored that this game existed at all, because that's also the direct sequel to the original Shadowgate. This one came out in 1992, I think. Shadowgate 64 came out in 99, 2000, thereabouts. Alright, so let's see here. This is actually a shortcut that we don't want to use. I mean, we could go this way, but we don't want to. It's kind of funny. You're meant to drop this, this corpse into the pit here to create the shortcut. Because if you jump down without dropping the corpse in the pit, this happens. And I might as well just show you here. So this happens instead. Some kind of mutant giant fungus from the looks of it. Alright. So now we can take the shortcut. I'm gonna reload after I do this. I just wanted to show that off. And here's one of the more gruesome ways to get killed in the game. Let me see if I can upset this thing enough to get it to attack me. Pretty nasty. Not a great way to go. Uh-oh. Game is crashing. Hang on. Alright, give me a second to recover this. I am not sure why that happened. Please bear with me while I try to fix this. Yeah, that's not a pleasant way to go, is it? Everybody still with me? Red Carnage? That is not where we saved. Alright. I am going to have to restart the game. Alright, fortunately we weren't that far. Try my YouTube channel, Suyoi, if you're having trouble with Twitch. Alright, we should be able to get back to where we were fairly quickly here. I'm not sure why it did not save before.
My son, there is more to the events of the last few weeks than the murder of a king and false arrest of his heir. There looms a far greater threat, which you must ultimately face within the walls of Shadowgate. I will be with you when I can.
Alright. Let me try saving states instead of just using the... That'll probably be safer. Hopefully. Alright, we gotta rescue the guy again, get the password, kill the other guard to get the pepper, and then we're back where we were. My apologies. Hope everyone's still with me and hasn't left. Yeah, he does die. Yeah, so it's not much of a rescue, huh? But I think the way to think of it is we stopped him from, you know, being tortured more, anyway, before he dies. Alright, like I said, I'm just gonna double up here, save states, and use the save games. Yeah, I mean, I am playing from the CD, from the actual game, from the actual CD-ROM here, but this is an emulator we're running it on. So I am one of the lucky few that owns a copy of this game. Okay, like I said, we don't need to go this way. That is a shortcut. There's nothing there you actually are required to get, though. Yeah, if you actually return to that room, he's gone altogether. He is dead. If you look at him, it's like, yeah, he's dead. Okay. Oh, right, that's right. That door, you can't go through this door. It's completely locked. How's your day going, guys? How you doing, Adam? How you doing, Red Carnage? Suyoi? Hope you're all well. How many of you have played the original Shadowgate? You may remember this pretty girl tied up to a wall. It's a young girl, quite pretty, but with strange wild eyes and unusually healthy white teeth. So if you played the original Shadowgate, you know, okay, that's a trap. You let her go, she turns into a werewolf and kills you, right? You're supposed to shoot her with a silver arrow. Well, that's not the case here. Turns out she's actually a druid, and she'll help you later. So we actually want to release her. I mean, that seems really ominous right there, right? But no, turns out this time, that's a good thing. What a twist.
You're free to go.
So this little ball and paddle, we can use it to bribe a guard at one point, but we don't want to do that because it's actually one of 3 items you can use to defeat the final boss. Seriously. They threw that in as a gag. Because you can reassemble the Staff of Ages from the first game. You can get the magic sword, and use that. Or you can just give the final boss the ball and paddle. And they're so delighted by it that they leave. It's great. Alright. We gotta wait for this guy to tire himself out. And then we can punch him to death. This is kind of funny. So he's trying to pull it open. Opens the other way. Alright, let me check my inventory here. Okay, we got the bucket, pepper, ball and paddle, key. I don't think I've forgotten anything. Stein says the heating system was constructed in the year of our master, 122,264 PQ. Alright, we got that bag there. That's going to be important later. Alright, let's see here. Oh, this is really easy to miss, but we want to make sure we get this. We do need that to finish the game. If you miss that, you're really out of luck. No, the bats cannot kill you, thankfully. This part can, though. I'm gonna save here. So you gotta make sure to duck there and punch that thing, because it does kill you in one hit. Alright, I gotta make sure I got that quartz. Okay, I'm in good shape. Let's see here, I don't think there's anything I need in this room. Alright, so we're just gonna use the bag here to ride this steam up. We can return by using that elevator. Alright, we're back to this guy again. Alright, so it turns out the only way to kill this thing is to use the pepper. It sneezes itself to death. No idea how you were supposed to figure that out, but you can finish the game without killing it. It helps to be able to get that sapphire there, though, because you can trade it in for money. Alright. This took me a lot of time trying to figure this out as a kid. But yeah, you walk past here, get eaten by the mushroom. Lovely little belch there it gives you. This is definitely not your garden variety mushroom. So it turns out you gotta grab the pipe here. Boom. Alright, let's see here. Alright, this is what we need the bucket for. Watch what happens if I touch the lava. Gotta be one of the more brutal depictions of dying by lava I've ever seen in a video game. Alright, let's pull out the bucket. That is one strong bucket. So there's 3 ways to get past this guard.
Good day. Are you the keeper of the bridge?
It's my bridge, all right. Nobody passes until they pay me. I watch the bridge all the time, day and night. That's my job, watching the bridge. Don't have anything else to do. Just the bridge. Watching it.
Alright, so... there's 3 ways to get past here. I'm gonna show you all 3, because they're all pretty funny. We can give him the belt ball and paddle. And he just loves that so much he lets us pass. But of course we want that for the end game. We can give him the sapphire. Of course we want that to get the money later. I like that he eats the sapphire. But it turns out, the best way to take care of this guy is just to walk up to him and punch him. Poor guy, huh? Looks like I lost some viewers on YouTube there. Oh well. Okay. Who's still with me? Alright, let me see here. I'm actually gonna save this here to just show you that. So you could punch and kill the wyverns there. But if you do that, that means that when you come here and meet the mama, she's not too happy that you murdered her children. So we want to just leave the little kitties alone. They don't actually harm you. And we do need this to, let me think here. To get one of the, we need that to get the sword. Don't necessarily, again, if you have either of the other 2 ways of completing the game, you don't need the sword. Let me think here. I think we want to head this way first and go into town.
Well, hey, just standing here doing my thing. Actually, I've been working on a song about a lost temple out in the woods. Don't seem to be able to get the melody quite right, though. Just have to keep at it.
I've heard there are bandits on the roads, so when you leave the city you should keep careful watch.
Thanks for the warning.
Oh yeah, one of the more interesting things in this game is you can punch almost every single NPC in the game. This one is invincible. She will kill you. But like, if I wanted to really make it so I couldn't complete the game, I could just walk up to the priestess there, punch her, and she's gone for good. They made a unique animation for like every single NPC of them getting knocked out by you. It's ridiculous.
Good day, priestess.
Ah, it's the young prince. My, you're the image of your father when he was a young man. I am Margareta, priestess of this Temple of the Dawn, where mysteries of the ages reside in harmony. I knew your father very well, and I have grieved over the terrible end that befell him. But you can mete out justice to the evil ones who terrorize the kingdom. With the courage of your father and the wisdom of your ancestors, you can defeat them, Eric. I have here the pendant of the elements, the sign of the line of kings, a symbol of harmony. It may save you from an evil spirit in some dark hour, and will help you gain entrance to Shadowgate. Here, take it.
So we got this amulet here. That'll come in handy later. Trying to think which way I want to go first. Nope, not that way.
Beware!
I have no idea what this guy's deal is. Here's something fun. If you try to enter your castle, this guy's guarding it.
I guard this castle entrance, and you may not pass. I serve my master, Belazar, and at his bidding, kill those who seek entry. My master is gone now. I am tired of killing, and he cannot bid me do anything because he is not here. So maybe I will not kill you, but you may not pass.
So, there's actually literally nothing beyond this point. You can't get back in your castle. One thing you can do, though, is try to punch this thing in the face. Don't think you liked that. Okay, let's see here.
Guess what? I'm big enough to ride that pack beast right there if I want to.
I'm sure you can, and I bet you're a good rider, too.
Yes, and if monsters come to our town, I'll just jump on that beast and ride away before they can get me. But right now, I'm gonna go get some candy.
Let's see, is this the fortune teller? Yeah, okay. I just think the voice here is funny.
I am a mystic, and I talk to the spirits every day. They're speaking now, but you must have the power to hear them. You can enhance that power with a small monetary offering.
She gives you some vaguely useful advice, but we already know everything we need to know.
If you get the secret password in the dungeons, tell it to the bartender.
I just think it's funny that they gave the fortune teller a Monty Python voice.
Welcome to Charlie's House of Gems. You got a gem you want to sell, I'm your guy. The fairest gem trader in the kingdom. Ask anybody.
Alright, so that's our cue, of course, to give him this.
Now, that's not a bad one. Not bad at all. Here's some shiny new gold for it.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Alright, you all ready for the most ridiculous way to die in this game? Alright, so this is the old folks' home. We got this old lady here. We're gonna rescue her.
Here, let me help you.
Oh, why, thank you, young man. And here's some gold for helping out an old lady. You know when you get old, the vertigo gets you. You lean to the right and the old body just keeps going. I'm so glad you came along to help me.
It was no trouble at all.
Alright, so that gets us an extra goal. But there is a way to die here. So she has this book full of, she has this scrapbook here. So if we grab the scrapbook and show it to her.
What's this?
Oh, why, that's my family album. Let me show it to you. In this album are pictures of all my relatives, beginning way back with my great-aunt Ophelia. You see? Here she is on her wedding day. My, wasn't she beautiful? I remember when she used to take me on long walks in the meadow. And my, just look at this dashing young man. That's my Arthur. The day he came to our cottage to ask for my hand. Oh, wasn't he something? And you see, there's my little dog Ruffy. He was my favorite friend as a little girl. And there's Uncle Horace and Cousin Charles and Sister Ruth and Great-Aunt Matilda with her pet goose. And my friend Beatrice on my father's horse. Now, that horse usually liked the men more than the ladies, and one day he nearly threw Beatrice over the high prickly hedge out by the meadow, but...
That is honestly one of the cruelest jokes I've ever seen in a video game.
Help! Help!
Here, let me help you.
Oh.
I don't know about you, but I think that's a pretty cruel gag.
Goodbye.
Clearly somebody on their staff had a grandma or something that talked their ear off.
Good day, young man. You must be new to this countryside. Well, you've come on a fine day, or it would be. Except it seems something isn't quite right. Just this afternoon, for example, I saw our former King's Aide Belazar with the young Princess Elizabeth, and she appeared distraught. I just don't know what to make of it. Strange happenings in our fair land.
Yeah, exactly, Red Carnage. Yeah. Alright. There is another solution that doesn't require the feather, but I'm gonna get that anyway. Alright, we want the sleepy turtle here. When I was a kid and played through this game, I didn't even know this dock was here. I completed this game without ever finding this location. It wasn't until years later when I revisited the game and found out about this.
I'll bet I have the fastest turtle in the kingdom. A gold piece to anybody whose turtle can beat mine. Come on, who's gonna take me on?
Yeah, again, you're exactly right, Red Carnage. I found that one as a kid by accident, but I never found the dock. Sometimes it's hard to tell where new areas are. Alright. So we have our sleepy turtle. We're like, okay, surely the sleepy turtle isn't going to be able to beat his fast turtle, right? Well...
I'll bet I have the fastest turtle in the kingdom. A gold piece to anybody whose turtle can beat mine. Come on, who's gonna take me on?
I'll take you on. I have a turtle.
Where's your gold?
Here's my gold.
Okay, let's race.
Well, looks like my turtle won. I'll take that gold now.
I don't know what happened to that turtle. Here's your gold.
So I never saw that until I was, I was an adult. Alright, let's see here. Talk to the bartender.
Yes, Rosebud.
We are members of the Cal Torlin Underground, and we meet here when we think it's safe. We know you didn't kill your father, Prince Eric. We know it was a plot by Belazar to gain power. His evil henchmen are everywhere, and people are afraid. He's been asking a lot of questions about Shadowgate.
Hi, Fiery Water. Let's see here. I think that's everything we need here. Alright, we want to go in the curio shop here.
I'm Leo, and you're in Leo's Curio Shop. Want some extra gold to line your pockets? I have a magic box here, and I want you to take it to the sage in the woods. He'll give you a note, and you bring the note back to me. You do that for me, and I'll pay you.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, while we're here... Let's see here. We do need the mouse to finish the game.
I'll bet you had something like that when you were just a little kid. It's a squeak toy. Sounds just like a real mouse, doesn't it? Looks like one, too. 1 piece of gold for it.
I'll take it. Here's your gold.
Everything else here is unnecessary, but I'm going to buy it because it's fun to have to solve as a
now
solution.
That's a special comb for coarse hair, like beards, for example. You got a beard with tangles in it, that comb will get 'em out quick as a wink. It'll cost you a gold coin.
I don't know what I'd need it for, but I'll buy it, just in case.
That there is a ball of the yarn of Ariadne, which is a special magic yarn. Felines especially like playing with it. Calms their nerves. It'll be 1 gold coin.
That's a fair price. I'll take it.
Alright, so we bought him out. We can get more money later by making the delivery to the sage. So I think that's all we can do here for now. If we go back this way, we get ambushed by a lion. You can actually punch out the lion. But the yarn is a possible solution here. I'm just going to show you, the lion absolutely can kill you there. So, let me see here. I'm going to toss out the yarn. Lion chases after the yarn. And we'll never see it again. That way we don't have to kill it. So that's nice. We don't have to harm innocent wildlife that way. Alright, so this whole section is completely unnecessary to complete the game, but it's fun to see. Like, there's absolutely no reason to go this direction. I just like doing it. Alright, so we use the crank we just found. That extends the bridge. Thankfully, unlike in Shadowgate 64, we can't fall off the cliff.
Excuse me? Hello?
Where am I? Oh, who are you? How did you get here? By the bridge? Then you must have the crank they took from me. Have you the crank? If you will give it to me, I have something for you.
Alright, so we give him the crank back.
I've given you a foreign language phrase book. If you meet someone you can't understand, try looking in this book for the words you need. I'm so glad you happened upon me here. I prefer to live alone, but I do need to get out now and again to dig for roots or collect wyvern eggs. Yes, yes, I'm a happy hermit now.
Well, I'll be going now. Thank you for the phrase book.
Okay, we're gonna get to use that phrase book in a second. Because we're gonna meet some folks that, gonna rescue some folks that do not speak whatever this universe's equivalent of English is. The deaths here are rather nasty and difficult to avoid, so I'm going to go ahead and save my state here. Kind of like that. Well, at least you got to see him get an arrow through the face. Alright, let's try that again. That didn't work. I'll get this eventually. Boy, that smarts. Huh! Alright. I don't know why you can't move a little faster in this game. That would certainly improve matters here. Alright, I got one hit in. Ha! Alright, there's two. I'm gonna... Nope. Denied. Got him. Alright, there's one down. One to go. Outside the door, you can hear the voice of a child crying. Alright, so we just have to use the blanket here. There's actually no penalty for just leaving the child to die. But we want to rescue him. Alright. We gotta follow this second guy.
Farewell, friends and country. Oh.
No way to save this guy, but this is kind of funny. If you try to touch his arm, it runs off. Alright, we can duck under the flamethrower. That one's a little easier because he has to get closer to you to hit you with the flamethrower. If you get hit with the flamethrower, it just does the same animation as when you touch the lava. Alright, we're gonna rescue this family. That's it, we're done here.
Virilissimo servicio magnanimo et mucho gratuosimo.
Well, let's see. Young man, you have done us a great service today, and we are very grateful.
Demonico me loro, executio velaggio, si existo yuo.
These evil demons would have killed us all had it not been for you.
Meoro gifto, magico paipo, summono spirito, approximo verdo.
I'm giving you some enchanted pipes which you can use to call the fairies in the Druid Wood.
Love the phony Italian there. Anyway, we're done here.
Eric, dear son, Balazar has taken Elizabeth out of the city, and even now he boasts to her of his evil plans for her. Although he hasn't harmed her yet, I fear this will change when they reach their destination. Through her thoughts I see a deep forest and a mountain range beyond. Hurry, my son. I will continue to try to reach her, and will tell you when I know more.
So, since we rescued the druid...
Stop, sentries. Let him pass. When I was chained in the castle dungeons, he set me free. Were it not for him, I would be dead. He is Eric, son of King Erond. We must help him.
So yeah, if I didn't rescue her, those mushrooms there would have turned me into a mushroom. Sorry you don't get to see that animation. It is really funny, but, yeah, I mean... Would have been a pain to go all the way back to rescue her. Just to show you that one scene, so... You know. Alright, let's see here. This is kind of funny if you punch him. Alright, so let's just go ahead and talk to him.
I am Iphicles, king of the fairies. I have been watching your progress for some time. What is it that you seek?
I seek the evil Belazar and my sister, whom I believe he has taken captive.
Ah, I can help you if you help me first. My daughter, Princess Alessandra, is also in great danger. A goblin shaman has captured her and holds her in his temple in the woods. I am powerless against the shaman. I need the help of a brave young mortal.
I'll do what I can.
Alright, so we gotta trek all the way back to the city. Again, I wish there was a way to increase the walking speed in this game, but there is no way to increase the walking speed in this game. Can everybody hear me okay? I know in some areas in this game the audio is a little louder than others. Alright.
You dare interrupt my private ceremonies? You dare threaten the shaman? You will die a slow death, and the young Alessandra can watch. Ah!
Help me!
Ah! 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 Ah!
Help me! Help me, please come!
My daughter!
Father!
I am in your debt. I will send you forward in your quest.
So he literally just teleports us to a place we could have walked to anyway. Again, all of that was completely pointless. I just wanted to show it to you. There's another sapphire here we can sell. Alright, let me see here. I need the hammer first.
Burrs! Don't know where they come from. Wish I had me some D-boss for getting burrs out of me bed. Ouch!
Alright, so remember we had the beard comb.
Oh my! This comb works just fine! That hammer I gave you? It's magic. Certain enchanted objects react to it in surprising ways.
Alright, so we got the hammer now. Sorry, I just like this music. Alright, that's enough. Okay, so go in here. We need to get in the temple, but there's a gargoyle blocking our way here. I do love the faces he makes here. Alright, so I gotta break the gargoyle with the magic hammer. We got the serpent idol earlier from the wyvern's nest. So you're just supposed to toss it in here. And now we have the gauntlets. No idea what's up with the giant hand. But I do love that sassy gargoyle. I don't know about you. Alright, let me see here. We want to go down... Alright, we got a bandit here. Now you could pay him off, but we don't want to do that. The clue for that was supposed to be if you give money to the seer, the one with the Monty Python voice. She tells you some vague hints about the putting a serpent into a cold place. That's the closest you get to a hint that you're supposed to throw the serpent idol into that pool.
Well, if it isn't another unfortunate traveler, give me your gold, and I won't kill you.
But again, we want to keep every gold we've got, just so I can show you everything. Alright. So we don't want to pay this guy off, we just want to kill him. But yeah, I mean, there was kind of a hint that that was what you were supposed to do. Oh, that's right, I can just walk right in. Okay. Alright, this part is a little fussy, so I want to save first to make sure I don't screw this up. Hey, Film Cow. How you doing? Good to see you, Jason.
Hello, my boy, hello. I'm the Sage of the Woods, professional problem solver and repository of wisdom. I've been waiting all day for a courier to deliver a magic box, which my friend Leo in the city has been positively stymied by.
Alright, so we have his box. Of course, we got that from the curio shop owner. Yeah, I think the background art in this, just everything about the look of the game is very much inspired by King's Quest VI. Alright, we're gonna give him the box here. Now, the box will actually try to kill him. So I have to react very quickly to stop the box from killing him. If I don't punch that, it'll kill him.
Why, thank you, my boy. Thank you. For saving my life, you'll gain a piece of my wisdom. You must find the magic sword, which can only be used against the fearsome Warlock Lord. But you must wear the royal gauntlet before the sword can be yours. The task ahead of you will require the intellect of an heir to the line of kings. Good day, my boy.
Adam, this is on the Turbo Duo, which is an extremely expensive system. Mine broke down a long time ago. About 15 years ago it failed. It's hard to find a working one because the CD-ROM tends to break down. The capacitors are also in very strange places, so people have a hard time repairing it. It's supposed to be a pain to repair the CD-ROM drive on the thing. I don't know enough about how to fix these things to speak about it with authority, but yeah, a working CD-ROM for the Turbo Duo goes for over $1,000 usually. You can find people out there who will sell you one where just the HuCard slot works, and you can get one for about $200. But if you want one where the CD-ROM drive is still working, that's a harder thing. So I am playing this on an emulator, but this is the original disc. The emulator is reading this from the original disc. I actually posted pictures of the jewel case and the ROM, CD-ROM in Discord, in the Film Cow Discord.
Hello, just working with mortar and pestle here. Thought the smithy might need a poultice for his foot.
dropped a set of hot tongs on it. Of course, he was flustered by the news about his relatives in the village. That's how he did it. He got word that the village was attacked, and that Smithy left in such a hurry that he left his tools outside. Said anybody could have them. He wasn't sure when he was coming back. They're right outside there. I think I'll just finish this poultice mixture anyway. You never know when somebody might need it.
Well, have a pleasant day, and goodbye.
Alright, so we can steal the tools here now. Normally it would get us in trouble if we tried to take them. And of course we already rescued the village, so we don't have to worry about that. Sounds like me.
Oh, I recognize you, my prince. Although you're grown now and look very like your father, our beloved king. Ah, Prince Eric, things are bad in the kingdom, very bad. Belazar's evil has changed this kind and peaceful land into a fearful place. I've heard a rumor that he has taken your sister, my prince. Since his henchmen lurk everywhere, no one had the courage to follow.
I now have more than my father's death to avenge.
So here's an interesting trick I only found out about just the other day from reading a walkthrough. So I never was able to discover this, period. But if you throw a coin in the fountain here, you get a message from your father.
Eric, my son, you must listen carefully, for my time is short. I have sought to contact your sister as I contacted you, but a mystic barrier separates us. Although I cannot cross it, I can sense her terror clearly. She is in terrible danger, and I cannot doubt that Balazar is involved. Find her, Eric. Find her.
Yeah, Adam, there's actually 3 different versions, too, of the TurboGrafx CD-ROM. There's 2 for the American version, 3 for the Japanese version. So it gets a little confusing. Suffice it to say, yeah, this only runs on the 3rd version. Alright, so we have, remember we picked up that stray sapphire at the mine. So we can get a few more coins out of that.
Now that's not a bad one, not bad at all. Here's some shiny new gold for it.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Adam, I don't know about Jason, yeah. I was 12 when this game came out, so I think Jason's younger than I am, so... Alright, let's see here. Where's the note? Alright, so we completed this guy's task, so he'll give us some money.
That sage has the gift. Gives me little tips on horses now and again. Always win, too. Here's some gold for your trouble, like I promised.
I actually think the voice acting in this game is pretty competent, all things considered. It's, this game was made entirely in the United States. Shadowgate 64 was actually done by a team consisting of US and Japanese developers.
Beware!
see here. Now I need to find the pet shop here. Which door is that? Here we go.
You're certainly welcome in my pet shop. I've got some unusual pets here. Yes, indeed. Something for everybody. You can buy anything but the monkey in the barrel. He just loves popping in and out of that barrel when he hears a customer. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
All right.
That's Max, man's best friend. You knew I was going to say that, right? But it's true, especially retrievers. You can count on them through thick and thin. Real people dogs. The thing about retrievers is they always come back. Just to show you I'm a nice guy, I'll give you Max for 1 gold coin, a bargain.
That's fine. Here's your gold.
Yeah, I think this company was based out of the Midwest at the time, so they didn't really have, like, you know, I think LucasArts and Lucasfilm games before it, they were based out of California, right? So they could just hire working actors in LA, but I think for this they had to...
Ah, now that's a piranha. Ever hear of those? Well, by golly, those little jiggers can eat your arm in seconds. Eat your whole body before you know it. Don't want to go putting your hand in that water. Just for you, a special price, 1 gold coin.
That's fine. Here's your gold.
The only one you actually are required to get here to finish the game is the piranha.
A canary. Now, that's a pet that everybody can enjoy. Just listen to the sweet sound it makes. Doesn't eat much either. A very economical pet. And for you, 1 gold coin will buy her.
But yeah, I think both Sierra and LucasArts were based out of California, weren't they? So they were able to just get talent out of LA, I'm sure. Alright, let's see here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need in town. I don't think so. I think we're done here. Alright, so you saw the dog run off. You think, oh, wow, the guy, he was trying to cheat us, right? You know. The dog doesn't do anything. Well, they weren't going to put the dog in your inventory. The dog's still out there. He's going to rescue us in a second. If you didn't buy the dog, then you sink there and die. Alright. I'm just going to show this to you real quick. Watch what happens if I try to grab the sword here without using the gloves. That shocked me when I was a kid. I was just like, wow, that's pretty brutal. Alright, so we put the gloves on. Now we can draw the sword. Alright, so now we have 2 out of 3 methods of beating the final boss. That actually reminds me of there's a scene in Loom that's pretty close to what we just witnessed there. There's a guy at the end of Loom that gets exploded in pretty much the same way, where he goes flying towards the screen like that. Alright, let me think of where I'm going next. No, we got everything we need over here. Hope that didn't disturb anyone too much. Alright, we're back at the mines. Alright, so let's see here. Use the tool here. I found this completely by accident when I was a kid. But that's part of the Staff of Ages right there. No idea how you were supposed to know that was there. Alright, let me think here. We are approaching the end game, though. We're gonna meet up with Lakmir the Wizard in a second. You may know him as the ghost that pesters you throughout Shadowgate 64. He gets mentioned in passing in the original game. Yeah, Adam, that's exactly what happened to me, was I would randomly click on stuff and be like, okay, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Alright, let's see here. There's an alternate way to get in here, but I can't remember for the life of me what it was. So there's a way to get in here without having to kill these things, but I don't remember how. Okay, I'm gonna run from that second one, so every time you leave and re-enter a room, it restores your health. But the second one doesn't respawn, so we're just going to take advantage of that and... There we go. So we got rid of both of them. Alright, there's the blade. So we have the orb and the blade, we just need the staff, and then we can construct the Staff of Ages. So that's, of course, that's the big MacGuffin in Shadowgate, beyond Shadowgate and Shadowgate 64 is the Staff of Ages. But you do not actually need it in this game. You can complete the game without it. Alright, we're going to take a left here first, I think. To get the Staff of Ages. So the seer, the fortune teller does tell you how to solve this part, but again, we didn't want to waste any money on that. All right, destroy the little bone golem there. So this is supposed to be Jer's tomb, the tomb of the hero from the first game. Anyway, so it turns out if you do this to the one on the right, it disintegrates you, like what we saw before with when we punched the castle guard. If you do it on the one on the left, that's the true Staff of Ages. Alright, so we now have all three methods for defeating the final boss. We just have to get there. Alright, so first things first, we grab this little piece of paper here. Blackbeard's got a newspaper. Now, if we go inside without putting on the amulet of the elements that the temple priestess gave us, that happens. They do go quick when you've solved all their riddles, yeah. Alright, so... Again, this one did have replay value for me, though, because there were things I never... I mean, there are 3 separate ways to complete the game. So, it took me a while to I mean, like, there's stuff, again, like I said, I just looked up a walkthrough the other day to refresh my memory on some stuff, and I found stuff out that I had never found before. Alright, first we're going to pick up this magnifying glass. But it was nice of them to put multiple methods of completion in this game. Nice bit of replay value there. Alright, so we're going to use the magnifying glass to light this on fire. Alright, here's Lackmere.
Oh, by the Great Seal! It's young Eric! If you hadn't come along, my boy, I might have been frozen for eternity. But listen well to me. That pendant of the elements you wear is a mirror image of a floor in Castle Shadowgate. You must find that room and solve the puzzle engraved in the floor. Moreover, in a nearby place, one of your royal ancestors hid the Staff of Ages, but the pieces have become scattered over the years. If you can find the pieces and put them together, you'll have the means to defeat the Warlock Lord. May the spirit of your father and your ancestors stay with you, my boy.
And that's all he has to say to us. Not nearly as talkative as he is in Shadowgate 64. We do need that horn there. That's a leftover from the original Shadowgate. And we got the conch shell there, too. Alright, so we gotta make the walk to Shadowgate itself now. Therein lies the hard part. A lot of instant deaths coming up here, so I gotta be careful. Alright, let's see here. Oops. Alright, that was fast. Ha! Okay. Let's try that again. Ah! It's hard to get out of the way in time. Prince Eric is so slow. There we go. Exploit the geometry. There we go. Oh, he got me. Okay. Got him. All right. That's a good start. Alright, so we have to duck strategically here. I'll show you what happens if I don't. So the harpy there takes off your head if you don't duck. There's no way to strike back at her. We just have to keep dodging. At least I've never found a way to get rid of her. There may well be a way to hit her, but I have never found it. And the walkthrough I looked at didn't indicate that there was one, so... Alright. We're here.
What save you in this darkest hour? I think it in the fairies' power. The pipes that call the fairies nigh, their tones resounding in the sky. The pipes may have the power to save, should death confront the young and brave.
So, this hint is a red herring. If you use the pipes, as the final item, it gets you killed. Best guess, at some point the devs intended for the pipes to be one of the things you could use to complete the game, and just decided to remove that.
For victory by a royal heir, sword and gauntlet must you bear, or staff of ages now made whole will shield you from the well of souls. But first most basic earth finds use to solve that which would e'er confuse. The elements represented there are earth, Water, fire, and air.
So all of that hint is correct. And we already have the sword, of course. Alright, this part is also rather difficult. Love the monstrosities on the back wall here. This figure resembles Anubis, the Egyptian god of the dead. This statue looks like some kind of ghoul with cloven hooves. A head like a boar, 4 legs like a bug, and webbed feet create a horrific statuary, especially in regal vestments. Alright, this is always a pain to do. I have to sit in this thing's hitbox here and try and sneak past to beat up those legs to make this thing vulnerable. And that's got it. This thing looks like Zoidberg. Alright, so this is the room they were talking about where it's the reverse of the order. The elements are shown on the pendant. Trying to remember what order to do this in. I think the shell or the piranha works here. We have to use the coal here. Earth. Only thing that works here is the quartz crystal. And then we can use the feather or the canary for air. Oh, I did it in the wrong order. Yeah, I did that in the wrong order. This is sort of silly. So you can use the blue one here, and it'll just teleport you back outside. That's the way to get back to where you were before. Use the green one. Just plays that tune. Put in the red one, this happens. Oop, okay, I wanted to put in the, where's the yellow one? There we go. Yeah. And that just turns you into a ghost. Here's one of the weirder ways to die in this game. So dying there is supposed to indicate to you that the Elephant Man comes out when he hears a squeak noise. That's pretty much the only hint on the solution to this puzzle, but, I have to get closer, I guess. There we go. And the gag there is, of course, elephants are supposed to be scared of mice. Alright, so go ahead and climb the tower. And there's the intended path to get down here. Alright, so we've got 4 potential endings here. The bad ending, the silly ending, the sword ending, or the Staff of Ages ending. Which one do you want to see? I think that's just, like, from cartoons, you know, the elephants are scared of mice. I don't think that's true at all. I'll go ahead and show all 4 endings here, but just let me know which one you want to see first.
Before you may cross, you must choose one. And only one thing to bring with you. Choose it now.
Pretty silly. Alright, we're gonna go to the silly ending. Here we go. We're gonna take the ball and paddle as our chosen weapon against the Warlock Lord. Every time we do this, we're gonna have to sit through this same cutscene, though. But I'm gonna get a drink while I let this play.
So our young hero has finally awakened, eh? For a moment I feared you would sleep through my final triumph over your pathetic race.
Belazar! Why, Belazar? Why? Why did you betray my father? He trusted you!
Yes, the poor old fool. He offered me everything a man could want. But I'm not a man! Now, young prince, I have the power of Shadowgate at my disposal. Your sister's life will seal the bargain which shall return the Warlock Lord to this world.
Elizabeth, no, not her! Belisar, you can't do this. She's just a child.
What is another human to me, boy? Besides, when I return this world to its rightful reptilian masters, the magnitude of the slaughter will make this small sacrifice seem pale by comparison. Oh, fili me bonum belli dominus forbiscum. O sed etiotis domino. Dices ne hoc opus cum musis deditus non sinosco. Awake, O Lord of Warlocks.
No!
Arise, and together let us reshape the world. Ha-ha! I've done it! I've done it! Devour the girl child, Warlock Lord, and consume her soul. With your power, I will conquer this world.
Oh, I'll devour the child in due time, changeling, but first...
No! No!
And now, my child, I'll devour you body and soul, and the blood of the line of kings will set me free from this accursed exile. And your brother will make a fine meal as well. With both your souls a part of me, my power will be indomitable. The forces I will gather shall ravage your world. All those who would oppose me shall be ground into the dust. In fire and agony, a new age will begin. The age of the Warlock Lord. And now, my child, let us concern ourselves with my first dish. Oh, don't look so frightened. It will only hurt forever.
I've done all I can, Eric. The doorway between our worlds is closed to me now. Avenge me and save all you hold precious.
Ah, Prince Eric.
That's right, Warlock Lord. It's time to end this madness once and for all.
Oh, and just how do you intend to foil my plans, little hero?
With this!
There's
Their
the silly.
father avenged and the world safe once more, Eric and Elizabeth raced to the surface, leaving behind the Well of Souls and the vanquished Warlock Lord. They reached the open air just as the wizard Lakmir, freed from Belisar's imprisoning spell, unleashed all the sorcerous powers at his disposal, hurling spell after spell at Castle Shadowgate. The skies boiled, the mountains shook, and mystic energies crackled in the air. The earth below the castle gave forth thousands upon thousands of thorn-encrusted vines, which slid like serpents up the rough brick walls of the ancient castle, weaving a deadly wall of green around Shadowgate. Finally, after the last brick disappeared into the living wall of thorns, each vine gave forth a single red rose. The spell was complete, and Shadowgate was sealed forever. With the death of Belisar and the defeat of the Warlock Lord, the soldiers who had remained loyal to Erond came out of hiding and took up arms against the hideous creatures Belisar had summoned to terrorize the land. Led by the prince and princess, they destroyed the last of Belisar's monstrous allies, and the land was at last at peace. The countryside safe once more, Eric and Elizabeth took their rightful places on the throne, and side by side they ruled the land. The task of undoing the damage Balazar's schemes had wrought was a long and difficult one, but Eric and Elizabeth soon proved themselves to be fair and wise rulers, and justice was restored. Inheritors of their father's wisdom and benevolence, the two were quick to restore Kaltorlan to its former glory, and under their enlightened rule the people prospered. For ages afterwards, scholars and historians would tell of the mighty empire forged by the dual monarchy of Eric and Elizabeth, and bards would sing of their adventures. The line of kings was at last restored, and would forevermore stand guard over Shadowgate.
Yes, I did choose Sillily, yes. And Edom, I think... Yeah, I mean, that was that's kind of a trope ever since, like, the Robert E. Howard, King Cole stories and, like, you know, stuff that you get in Robert E. Howard's Conan stories. Here's a list of the voice actors there. But yeah, I think for Shadowgate 64, they just chose to ignore that they had made this game. They figured, you know, nobody owned a Turbo Duo, nobody had played this one. Oh, okay, so it was in Los Angeles that they... Or TTI, at least, was based out of LA. But yeah, I think they just chose to ignore this game altogether because they figured, hey, no one owned a Turbo Duo, so... They pretty much just, the only thing they kept from this was, like, the idea of the name Belazar obviously shows up in Shadowgate 64.
Before you may cross, you must choose one, and only one thing to bring with you. Choose it now.
I think that's about the only thing they decided to stick with. It was just they liked that name. So yeah, I mean, everything in Shadowgate 64 pretty much... yeah, I knew! Because I had one, yeah. Alright, let's pick an item that gets us the bad ending, which is kind of funny, too. The bad ending is a little silly. Just because we get a fourth wall break here. So I guess I don't think there's a way to skip this cutscene here. So we're gonna have to watch all this nonsense again before we get to the,
Aha! So our young hero has finally awakened, eh? For a moment I feared you would sleep through my final triumph over your pathetic race.
Belazar! Why, Belazar? Why? Why did you betray my father? He trusted you!
Haha! Yes, the poor old fool. He offered me everything a man
But
could
yeah,
want. But
I think this was
I'm
ICOM's
not a man.
last game as ICOM. Viacom New Media
Now,
bought them out.
I have
And
the
pretty much
power of
tasked them with
Shadowgate at
making
my disposal.
stuff like the
Your
Beavis and
sister's
Butthead
life
video
will
games.
seal the bargain which shall return the Warlock Lord to this world.
Elizabeth, no, not her!
So the same
Belazar,
people
you
that
can't
made
do
this game,
She's just a child!
What is
made
another human to me, boy?
like Beavis and Butthead
Besides,
Virtual
when I return
Stupidity
this
and
world to its
the Genesis
rightful
Beavis and
reptilian
Butthead game.
masters, the magnitude of the slaughter will make this small sacrifice seem pale by comparison.
I think they made like the Rocco's Modern Life video game.
No!
Couple of those Nickelodeon video games.
No!
Arise, and together let us reshape the world.
But once Viacom New Media was dissolved, they formed a new company and made Shadowgate 64, and they were gonna do an immediate sequel to that called Shadowgate Rising, but Nintendo wasn't interested. They said, we're moving on to the GameCube.
I'll devour the child in due time, changeling, but first...
So I think they had started development on Shadowgate Rising, and then just said,
and now, my
you know, when they had to cease production on that and had no money left, they just were like, okay, we're out of money.
And your brother will make a fine meal as well. With both your souls a part of me, my power will be indomitable. The forces I will gather shall ravage your world.
So there's a company now, Zojoy, I think it's called, that has the rights to all this stuff, and so they made that remake on Steam.
The Warlock Lord. And now, my child, let us concern ourselves with my first dish. Oh, don't look so frightened. It will only hurt forever.
I've done all I can.
I think they also ported their
is close to me now. Avenge me and save all you hold precious.
The Sherlock Holmes consulting detective games are now on iOS.
That's right, Warlock Lord. It's time to end this madness once and for all.
Oh, and just how do you intend to foil my plans, little hero?
With this! Excuse me. Are you crazy? I'm about to begin the climactic battle between good and evil, with the fate of the universe riding on the outcome, and you give me nothing to do it with but a lousy...
There's the bad ending. Again, I told you that one's kind of silly too, where he breaks the fourth wall.
Before you may cross, you must choose one, and only one thing to bring with you. Choose it now.
It sure seems that way, but no, these two endings aren't silly. Would you rather see the sword or the staff next? Nah, I'll just do this. Staff, alright. Alright, so we're taking the Staff of Ages here. Same weapon used on the Warlock Lord in the original Shadowgate. It's also the big MacGuffin in Shadowgate 64.
Aha! So our young hero has finally awakened, eh? For a moment I feared you would sleep through my final triumph over your pathetic race.
Belisar! Why, Belisar? Why? Why did you betray my father? He trusted you!
Ha! Yes, the poor old fool. He offered me everything a man could want. But I'm not a man! Now, young prince, I have the power of Shadowgate at my disposal. Your sister's life will seal the bargain which shall return the Warlock Lord to this world.
Elizabeth, no, not her! Belisar, you can't do this. She's just a child.
What is another human to me, boy? Besides, when I return this world to its rightful reptilian masters, The magnitude of the slaughter will make this small sacrifice seem pale by comparison. Oh, fili me bonum belli dominus forbiscum.
No!
O sed etiotis domino.
No!
Dices ne hoc opus cum musis deditus
No!
non sin nosco. Awake, O Lord of Warlocks.
No!
Arise, and together let us reshape the world.
Alright, we gotta sit through this again.
I've done it. I've done it. Devour the girl child, Warlock Lord, and consume her soul. With your power, I will conquer this world.
Oh, I'll devour the child in due time, changeling. But
Yeah,
first-
definitely no good.
No! No!
And now, my child, I'll devour
They get
you.
rid of the whole snake people thing in Shadowgate
And
64,
the blood of the
though.
line of kings will set me free from this accursed exile. And your brother will make a fine meal as well. With both your souls a part of me, my power will be indomitable.
Like the only thing they kept in
forces I will
Shadowgate 64
gather
was
shall
the name
ravage
Belzar.
your world. All those who would oppose me shall be ground into the dust. In fire and agony, a new age will begin. The Age of the Warlock Lord. And now, my child, let us concern ourselves with my first dish. Oh, don't look so frightened. It will only hurt forever.
I've done all I can, Eric. The doorway between our worlds is closed to me now. Avenge me and save all you hold precious.
Ah, Prince Eric.
That's right, Warlock Lord. It's time to end this madness once and for all.
Oh, and just how do you intend to foil my plans, little hero?
With this!
Their father avenged and the world safe once more, Eric and Elizabeth raced to the surface, leaving behind the Well of Souls and the vanquished Warlock Lord. They reached the open air just as the wizard Lakmir, freed from Balazar's imprisoning spell, unleashed all the sorcerous...
Pretty gruesome. Yeah.
Before you may cross, you must choose one and only one thing to bring with you. Choose it now.
Thanks for stopping by. Always happy to have you. I'm just gonna show off the last one and then quit for the night. And I'll post the video of this on my channel. Yeah, I figured not many people are going to want to sit through that cutscene a fourth time, but...
Aha! So our young hero has finally awakened, eh? For a moment I feared you would sleep through my final triumph over your pathetic race.
Belazar! Why, Belazar? Why? Why did you betray my father? He trusted you!
Ha! Yes, the poor old fool. He offered me everything a man could want. But I'm not a man! Now, young
Wish I could skip
prince,
this, but I can't.
I
Sorry.
have the power of Shadowgate at my disposal. Your sister's life will seal the bargain which shall return the Warlock Lord to this world.
Elizabeth, no, not her! Belisar, you can't do this. She's just a child.
What is another human to me, boy? Besides, when I return this world to its rightful reptilian masters, the magnitude of the slaughter will make this small sacrifice seem pale by comparison. Oh, fili me bonum belli dominus forbiscum. O sed etiotis domino. Dices ne hoc opus cum musis deditus non sin nosco. Awake, O Lord of Warlocks.
No!
Arise, and together let us reshape the world. Ha-ha! I've done it! I've done it! Devour the girl child, Warlock Lord, and consume her soul. With your power, I will conquer this world.
Oh, I'll devour the child in due time, changeling, but first...
No! No!
And now, my child, I'll devour you body and soul, and the blood of the line of kings will set me free from this accursed exile. And your brother will make a fine meal as well. With both your souls a part of me, my power will be indomitable.
We've heard this speech.
I will gather shall ravage your world. All of those who would oppose me shall be ground into the dust. In fire and agony, a new age will begin. The age of the Warlock Lord. And now, my child, let us concern ourselves with my first dish. Oh, don't look so frightened. It will only hurt forever.
I've done all I can, Eric. The doorway between our worlds is closed to me now. Avenge me and save all you hold precious.
Ah, Prince Eric.
That's right, Warlock.
All right, here we go. Last
time
time.
to end this madness once and for all.
Oh, and just how do you intend to foil my plans, little hero?
With this.
All right.
Their father avenged, and the world safe once more. Eric and Elizabeth raced to the surface.
Hope everyone enjoyed that.
The Well of Souls and the vanquished Warlock Lord.
I think I'm going to call it a night.
They reached the open air just as the wizard Lakmir, freed from Belisar's imprisoning spell, unleashed all the sorcerous powers at his disposal, hurling spell after spell at Castle Shadowgate. The skies boiled. The
I don't know when
shook,
I'm going to be broadcasting next. Again,
I'm crackled in the air. The earth below
things have been a little hectic lately, but I'm probably going to get back to Super Robot Wars 30th soon.
Which slid like serpents up the rough brick walls of the ancient castle, weaving a deadly wall of green around.
There's a new DLC that just came out for it.
After
Actually,
the last brick disappeared into the living wall of thorns, each vine gave forth a
when I get an opportunity to, I'll
rose.
pick that up.
The spell was complete, and Shadowgate was sealed forever.
I'm excited for it because it has some Armored Trooper Votom stuff in it.
With the death of Belisar and the defeat of the Warlock Lord, the soldiers who had remained loyal to Erond came out of hiding and took
Thanks
up
to everyone who
arms
stopped
against the
by.
hideous creatures Belisar
I'm going
had
to do some
summoned to
editing and then
terrorize the
post
land.
this on YouTube.
Led by the prince and